Good day everybody, and welcome to another video. I am your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I will be your captain for today's flight. Today's flight will take us from Edmonton to Calgary in Canada. Both of them are in Canada, north of America. We'll be using the PMDG 737-700 real world weather, CYEG, and the Aerosoft simple traffic tool. So we're parked here at the gate 80 Alpha, I believe it was. Let me see if I can adjust the camera speed. I forgot to do that, so it won't shoot up on me as much. So yeah, we're parked here. The jetway is connected, the ground power not yet. And we'll be using the WestJet livery. This is actually a flight that is operated in real life as well, the real world, whatever you want to call it, by WestJet with the 737-700. It's about a 1 hour flight altogether. I think the flight time is a little shorter even. So it's going to be a very short flight. And I just installed this livery. Then I update the GSX, so hopefully we won't get these funny purple looking textures on the passengers. If that's the case, we'll just turn off GSX, I guess. So yeah, so here we are. So let's just get to the flight deck. That is not the way to do it, but this is. Get some ground power connected first. Let's see if our flight plan is still valid. Looks like it. We'll get to that in a second. So ground power is available. So batteries. Local lights, anti-collision lights. Let's start the ground power. Right, so let's get the boarding on the way.
Boarding requested.
So it looks like we're in WestJet turf up here. Got our flight plan. WestJet Airlines 812. Let me double check something here real quick. That was just called WestJet, right? And no, thank you.
Crew?
Yes, please.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Thank you very much. Departure weather, arrival weather. So arrival 107 knots. We'll look at that in a little bit. Our OFP is here. So cost index 13. Cruising level
Crew boarding starting.
240. Average wind 283.064. And then the planned fuel will be 4.6 of block fuel and 2.4 final reserves. CYEG. so I cannot put it in. What the hell is up? CYEG.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding started.
I hope it's not broken. It looks broken. I cannot clear it out either. So is there a way we can reset this maybe? Look at the other one. Go return. No, they don't. They stop working, man. What the hell is up? That's a new one. No, not doing anything.
Welcome on board.
Do I have a power button? I don't think they do. Or at least maybe not here. If the buttons aren't working, it's not going to work anyway. So
Good afternoon.
let's just get back to, let's go to the state save. I don't think that's in here, is it? Oh, that would be really shit. Let's see, electronic flight back, ground operations.
This way, please.
This is all not what I'm looking for. Actually, the option that I'm looking for is inside here. So I could maybe say do something else. So I'm gonna try something else then. So my apologies for that. That's
This way, please.
never happened. I swear. Okay, so can we open this little thingy? Or is the entire aircraft is no longer responding. Alright, so let's just choose, let's exit GSX for a little bit. Let's go restart or something. And then we'll restart the flight. I see no other option. So here we are again. Our flight plan is here, that's good. Then we got the PMDG air stairs, which I don't like. Well, not if there's a jetway. So preferred method will be jetway. And let's call them back. There they go. And then the truck, their air stairs, they're going. Morphing a little bit. Let's also get the camera speed a little bit down again. It's a little more smoothly like this. So GSX. Let's also get a nice wing view. Let's take this one. Go back inside. Do this again. Batteries on. One. So they're aligning. And do we have no, the ground power is not available. Request ground power. I'm surprised. Oh, there you go. There's a little sound. I was just about to say, I'm surprised we're not hearing the battery drain warning. Okay, so we're now on external power. At the overhead panel, nice and bright. Logo lights on, anti-collision on. And the aiders are aligning. Up there somewhere. Let's do the GSX thingy again. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
WestJet. keep forgetting this, the exact accommodation of the letter, so let's request our data here. CYEG, that's it. So that's our reference airport. That's in. And then we should be at gate 80 Alpha. Not sure if it will recognize it like that. Not in database.
Do you want a board crew?
Yep.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Thank you. Is 80 in there maybe? No. Then we can also have a look here on Navigraph.
Crew boarding starting.
Yeah, it does look like 80 Alpha. And it also didn't take 80, so then we'll just take the airport. Not going to be too much of a difference anyway. A flight plan request. I'll just go through this quickly. They would require navigation performance RMP. What the hell is this, man? What the hell am I getting myself into these days? Set payload, set fuel, select route. So as I understood, this is a real world flight operated by the 737-700, so not sure what's wrong about the aircraft complaining about something RNP.
Welcome on board.
Well, let's see if we can break it.
Passengers
I'm sure we
boarding
can.
starting.
So activate our flight plan and execute. I think we'll see that in a little bit, hopefully. Let's go to departure arrival, departure, and to our flight plan.
Good afternoon.
We'll go direct to OLIMI, so runway 20, and then arrival 17 left for the ADVOX 9.
Welcome on board.
Go direct to OLIMI, so that's runway 20. That's basically what we need right there, runway 20.
Hello.
And we just go execute. Arrival 17
Welcome on board.
left, ADVOX 9. ILS 17 left, ADVOX 9.
May I see your boarding
And we have a transition. OLIMI, ADVOX, I don't think so. So execute. So that should be our flight plan flags. So I'm not sure what they're on about. Unable required nav performance, I would think. RMP. Not really sure what that means, or rather I should say really not sure at all. RMP actual.
Hello.
I don't know what it is, man. Is this going to be a problem for us? For now I can delete it, but
May
you
I
know,
see your boarding pass?
might come back. Let's go to the init ref now. So route, not performance in it. 20 fuel weight. Plan fuel 10.3. This must be wrong. It must be on pounds again. So sort of sometimes it sets to pounds. Probably because I changed the livery and it sort of defaults to pounds, I guess. So how do we do that?
Boarding pass, please.
Aircraft displays. The fuel 2 kilograms.
Welcome on board.
So 4.7. And there goes the drifting of the stupid controller. I'm about to kill. 4.7.
Hello.
I think that's correct. And then we had like 2.3 on the reserves, on the reserve fuel. Let's say 2.4, so 4.7, 2.4, rounded up.
Hello.
2.4 reserves. The cost index was 13. Then we had the cruising level of flight level 240. The cruising weight was 283 at 064.
Boarding pass, please.
Precision altitude 18,000 feet. Execute and one limit.
This way, please.
Performance tool. So runway 20.
Hello.
Import weather.
Good afternoon.
Is it not quaking or? It's really annoying to get these drag arrows. Calculate. Takeoff 1, select the temperature 45 degrees, V1 130, rotate 130, V2 133, flap 1, acceleration height 1500 feet, so this should give us 87.6. So takeoff 1 at 45 degrees. Takeoff 1, 45 degrees, giving us totally different numbers, as usual. Flaps 1.
Welcome on board.
We will set the trim for 5 to 5.5,
May I see
and the runway remaining 109. We have slightly different figures, 129, 130, 133. It won't make too much of a difference. That's all set up now. Let's get some lights here on the main panel.
This way, please. This way, please. Welcome on board. Welcome on board.
Actually, we can stay on standby for now.
May I see your boarding pass?
Alright, so that has been dealt with. So we'll enter flight level 240.
Hello.
And
Welcome on
looks
board.
like the aircraft knows where it is, so let's turn on the yaw damper. And get the fuel pumps going. We won't be needing them quite yet, but I will start up the APU now. And just check all the rest of the strips here basically. So cruising 240.
Good afternoon.
Let's see, what is it? 2,350. Landing elevation.
Good afternoon.
$2,350. Something like that.
Hello.
So perfect. So the APU is now pretty much done. So APU bleed, the APU generator can be turned on, and we're going to turn off the,
Hello.
or disconnect rather, the ground power. So release the ground power. And let's quickly switch to APU generator before we run out of juice. Okay, so we are on the emergency exit lights. Seatbelt signs can come on. Just double check we have the fuel on the board now, 4.6. The hydraulic pumps. The propane in the window heat. I just love the sound of these buttons, man. So cool. Alright, so APU bleed is on. The packs are still off. We need to remember to turn them on, otherwise we're going to get that same situation we got yesterday. So let's just check the, look at the checklist, use the checklist. And what else? So we can turn on the flight directors on both sides. LNAV and VNAV, they're both armed. This is actually again the modern style MCP. Let's just use this then today. Why not? Let's put in 250 in the box. Are on the outer thrust. So what's happening here? 98 passengers, so the boarding is still in process.
Hello.
Hello. So have a look at our passengers, see if their taxis are okay. And that looks good. That's nice. So I hope you don't find this rude, but it is just, for some reason, just very interesting to look at what you're doing, even though you're not doing anything. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the human condition, just the fact that I'm a human being. And for some reason I might show some interest in totally irrelevant things that are concerning another human. I don't know why that is. Should I question myself? Shouldn't I question myself? Should I question myself or should I not question myself? Should I ask questions or should I not ask questions? Life can be full of interesting psychological dilemmas. Alright, man. We're almost done with the boarding, so let's have a look at the chart. Let's make that a little bit bigger, shall we? That's what she said. So, taxi lane, Lima. So we're going runway 20. This is 30 here, whereas 20 is right there. Let's have a look at our winds. How do we get back here? So the local weather. (250) 6 knots. So either runway 20 or runway 30, that would be the same difference. I think we could maybe still change that, or am I just going to break some more things if I do? So let's say we change our departing runway. Let's say runway 30, takeoff speed deleted. That makes sense, I guess. So in a traffic N1 limit, we'll have to do that again. So performance tool. So now we get runway 30, runway condition dry, import weather, we all have that. And takeoff 145, I think that's the same, isn't it? 130, 130, 133. Takeoff 145. Well, this gives us 88.3, which is totally not what we saw in the calculator. This is still okay, let me just... Let's not change, and then the V-speeds, let's put them in 129, 130, 133. The remaining runway length 101. And that's that. So, for the taxi to runway 30, right behind us, just push back. Let's see how this is going to work out. I'm not sure if GSX hopefully is going to follow these lights in some fashion, I don't know. Let's do a push back nose to the left. So let's call the tug.
Captain. We're ready for pushback.
And that door is again not auto-closing. Alright, I got this. No worries. Oh, wait a minute. Don't get your goals in an uproar, are you here? So door management, close all. Ground service vehicles, ground connection.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Remove the chokes. That's all. Got the parking legs.
Locking gear.
Oops. I need to. There you go. Well, that's looking a little bit better, doesn't it? That's pretty sweet. What do we decide on? Nose to the left. Nose left till right.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Push.
Okay.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Go. Engine number 2. So that's engine number 2. Then let's do engine number 1. So there's a bunch of WestJets around us. Look at that. 15 and 2. So we do have some hydraulics. Let's get our checklist now. Before takeoff, flaps, green light, stabilizer, trim units. So we'll need to trim 5.5.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Good, that's our trim set. We have 2 good engines.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
We can turn off the APU. APU bleed as well. By controls, the flaps go to 1. FMC, so it wants us to verify the takeoff speeds again. 129, 130, 133.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Go back to the legs page.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So let's wave at Jean-Pierre over there. He's not going to wave. They always wave. Oh, here he is. Sorry, man. I thought you were one of those guys. I can see now they're carrying the light cones. And Jean-Pierre is actually carrying the pin there, the little lint thingy on it. Dude, are you also not going to stop? So you probably already waved at us from here and we just totally snubbed him. I'm sorry, man. I appreciate your help. Alright, so let's get the hell out of here. No, that's wrong. Traffic, turn on traffic here. So let's turn on LNAV again. That doesn't want to. It's probably saying again like not on the intercept course. Not saying that. First waypoint should be OLIMI. Let's have a look at what the departure is going to be about. So we're actually taking off from a runway. Oh, this is arrival. So we don't have a departure actually. So in that sense, in that case, the first waypoint is somewhere around there, OLIMI. So that's heading 1908. Let's just do, we'll start with the heading 1908. You know, I can do that. I've done it before and I will do it again. Just don't make me use it, man. Right, 1908, that's in there. We can go heading select for now. So, flaps, green light. Flaps are at 1. Stabilizer trim has been set, 5.5. And that's it. Then after takeoff we turn on the engine bleeds, but the engine bleeds should be already on by default. That's the engine bleeds, they're on. But the packs now are off, and we'll then turn them to auto, but we'll leave them off for the departure for the takeoff. And then landing gear up and off, so that's the middle section there. And the flaps up, no lights. We'll have a look at this after takeoff. So to taxi out, see what did they do to us. This was hardly nose to the left. Basically looks like we pushed back straight out. So let's call our pushback helper. We'll basically just push back straight, so let's do a right turn, nose to the right. Okay, let's stop here for a second. Weird, I didn't feel anything. Okay, man, you take spot 80 Alpha, man, that was a nice place. Oh, it's doing this again. Hang on. How does this work again? Something to do with the pushback helper. There you go. So first I think we need to set the parking brake. Looks to be set here, so maybe that's what the problem is. No, it's not. Now it's set. Released. Let's see what happens if I close up. Well, you cannot see it, but at least we're standing. We're still now. That's good. Okay. We got this thing going now. Let's go TARA. We got our flaps. And we'll do heading select after takeoff. We got traffic showing here. So, flight directors are still on. Auto thrust at hand. There's another WestJet. This time we're just going to drive through them. So runway turn off lights, taxi lights, windows on. Parking brake released. And that was already released, so let's start to go. So how do we get there? We'll take a right onto Alpha Echo. That's our only option. And then follow Alpha all the way to the end. And in the process we'll drive through that aircraft there. It's basically blocking our exit. I think I quite like the livery. I like the color. It's a nice subtle green. Okay, let's just not drive through them like completely, even though this might look like we are about to. That's pretty funny. Alright. I'm still not happy. This is so stupid. It's just auto drift, you know, and then you'll find yourself like this, and then just try getting the exact values, and it just makes me totally OCD. Yeah, we're drifting a little bit. Go back to idle now. We're at 28 knots ground speed. 27. for getting close to the runway. Let's turn on the landing lights. Position slope and ready. Or steady actually, not ready. This is runway 30. Let's going to line ourselves up immediately. Unfortunately, Mike is not joining us today. Alright, here we are then. Brakes to RTO, or the auto brakes to RTO. Flaps are at 1, we got green lights, gears down. VNAV, try LNAV one more time. Doesn't like it, so we'll just do a heading select. That will be 34.8 nautical miles. So we'll see when when we will start when we can use the LNAV. So I think that's it. Cabin crew, we're taking off. Let me check the timer, how this works on this one. Could maybe do clock, but there should also be elapsed time. What is that? Elapsed time, does it start running then? I hate it when I want to click, then there you go. So that's running. Alright man, so let's get out of here.
Airspeed alive. Knots.
So rotate speed is 130 knots, 130.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. The flight directors are definitely helping. They're pointing us to the left already. I'm thinking if we can do it, why couldn't the autopilot do that? Let's check LNAV. Oh, there it is. LNAV. But the autopilot's not on yet, so we're still flying here. So we could even, you know, like, go just like this. Just follow the crosshair. And the flaps can come up now. It's quite a challenge to get this perfect. There the aircraft will start accelerating. I'm going to turn on the autopilot now. PMD on. Speed's increasing. Let's have our checklist up now. After takeoff, engine bleeds to on. Engine bleeds on, and then the packs to auto. Landing gear up and off. So the landing gear is in the up position. and now it's off. Flaps up and no lights. Check. So we can also turn off the auto brake there. And the runway turn off lights, we can turn those off, taxi lights too. And then up next will be our descent checklist. So descent will be fairly quickly. Or shortly, however you want to call it. So to top of descent, 71 miles. So I wonder if we'll ever reach our cruising altitude at all. So maybe that's what the message was saying that we saw earlier. But we're already at 10,000 feet, so let's just see. The nose dropping, landing lights off, and the seatbelt sign off as well. I'm thinking I might do it. I might get the PMDG 737 600. It's like 35 euros. In a way, it's ridiculous. But you know, here we go. So, let's immediately prepare for our arrival. This is a very short flight. We have the ADVOX 9er arrival for runway 29er, 35 left and right. Our runway was 17 left. That is such a weird arrival. Why did we get this? OFB is telling us what? Runway 17 left, ADVOX 9er, 17 left. But then looking at the charts, doesn't say anything like it. ADVOX 9er. So maybe there's a different chart, I don't know. Or let's look at that. Charts. ADVOX 9er. There you go. So simply just it put in both. That's tricky. Not sure if I want this one, but let's just, in any case, at least we'll have this one. Runway 17 left, I believe ours is. Runway 17 left. So Matir, LCIV, Sican, Amuno, ADVOX. ADVOX we should be at or above 14,000 feet. And then Flame at or above 8,000. Lexoc 9,000. And then for us, so I think then we'll take left to Upton and then Sepso, and then we'll get vectors. So we'll be coming from Upton to Sepso. So now let's get the final approach chart for 17 left. 17 left ILS category 2 or 3. Pin it. So Upton, Sepso. Cannot see them here. So basically we'll be vectored up. There's no other waypoints, so I think we'll just vector ourselves and then yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. So 109.15. descent 46 miles, 22:17. That's in 7 minutes. Final approach course 165. And the glide slope starting at 4,890 feet. The airport is quite high. That would be airport elevation 3,600, touchdown zone 3,600. We'll look at that in a little bit. Radio altitude 110 or 100. So final approach course 165. On both sides, and then the decision altitude we can put in 100 feet, the radio altitude. So by default it's at 50. This is another example where you have to fit it into the camera view. Spot on, 100. Increase our view here so that we see the top of the descent from a top-down view as well. Let's come up right there. Barely coming into view. Runway 17 left. Let's copy that and let's make a fix. So the glide slope starts at Ulbut, 4890 feet. Ulbut, and that is, doesn't say the distance there. So that's 4 miles from ILG. ILG is our ILS. So let's do 4 miles and 4 miles and 15 miles. And to get the reciprocal for 17 left, we get 35 right, that's 345. So 3, 4, 5, 4 miles, and 3, 4, 5. Let's do 20 miles. We might actually use that as a visual reference for determining when we're going to turn right. So what we're doing now, drew a circle around the runway about 4 miles, and then also one at 20 miles, so basically this outer ring here, so that when we're flying we could simply have some visual as well. We can see, well, then it's about like, let's say for instance we're going to agree that we will not turn right before passing 20 miles, you know, something like that. So that I think that should work. Now quickly something else before everything starts going really fast. The legs page. So yeah, I think we actually already saw. So Sepso and then vectors. We can hook up Sepso directly to Victi, but it's not going to be pretty. Victi is right there. So we're basically flying something like this angle, you know. I'm expecting, it's not really very clearly on here. You can see that after, where are we? So flame, automatic, wait, this is the wrong one. I'm going to delete this one. Where do I see pinned? I should go arrivals then. This one unpinned. Oh, and it won't let it because Navigraph chose it. Man, that's just a waste of time. So Upton to Sepso. Well, actually this is north of the runway, so in that sense Sepso is actually... So this might work out after all. Let's see, this is how long... Doesn't cannot tell. We'll see once we get there. For now, we don't have to add them up, and we can always fly heading and just factor ourselves a little bit. So the seatbelt sign was off. That's on auto. Okay, so the landing elevation was 3,606. 3,606, so we can set it up here. So 3,600. And this is also going to be a little bit challenging because basically I'll have to force myself to look here. It's empty now, I mean that's just these lines, but there will be this little box with the radio altitude, which is actually our altitude above the ground. I'll just focus on that, you know, once that reaches 1,000, you can, for instance, turn off the autopilot and just fly the rest of the approach. But basically we're like, there's like a 3,600 discrepancy, you know, on the barrel altimeter. So, yeah, there is that. And we're overshooting our top of descent. Totally forgot to set. That's a shame. Not the end of the world. So let's go for 4,000 feet for now. Let's go vertical speed. Let's go like 4,000 feet per minute. And that's getting us down quickly. So back to the legs page. We are on our way to Wimba, 7.5. We should be there, flight level 232. So we're passing that, that's okay, it's going straight through. We're below the descent profile, so let's quickly go back to VNAV then. And then we have the aircraft help us with the descent. So let's check the flight plan page, or the plan page, drag required. But we're low, right? We're below the profile. But okay, never mind, we can still apply some drag. Zoom in a little bit more now. So Wimba, we're not too interested in that. Let's go to the next page. So there's Upton. Now it's becoming interesting. So Upton to Sepsol, and then Victi, which is basically to our right. So we could sort of hook them up, I guess. Are we going to do that? Sepsol 7,000. I guess we could probably do that. So we just put Victi onto Vector, I guess. And then it's going to look like this. I guess we can do that. So execute. Back to map. And get some proper zoom. Speed brake armed. Okay, so let's get the speed brake back. So on our way to Amuno. Speed 253 and that's 15,614. So we're low on the profile, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's better than high on the profile, I guess. So we're just taking it easy. Progress page. So 22:37. That's our expected arrival. So it's in about 18 minutes. So that's still on the seatbelt sign. But those are very short flights. ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have started our descent into Calgary Airport, so please return to your seats now and fasten your seatbelts. We are expecting to arrive at Calgary Airport in approximately 17 minutes. And the weather in Calgary will be, there will be some clouds. It will be 12 degrees, but it's not too warm. Not the best of weather, but it will be accommodating nonetheless. Well, on behalf of WestJet, thank you very much for flying, and we'll hope to see you again soon on our flights, you know. And you know, when on your way out, like, leave a little tip for Mike Charlie, who's always sitting there next to us. Okay. So we got that out of the way. We're still low. Our speed is okay, I guess. 253. Well, still slowing down. So quite important. Let's get our QNH. That would be 3007. We're already below transition altitude. V007 set on both sides. There's some mountains there, that's pretty. So we're on local QNH, it's good. Something else we need to do, let's just actually get our checklist. Descent, so pressurization, landing altitude, we did that. So 3,600, you put in the box there. Let's see, recall, let's check the recall. Flight controls, not really sure why. Don't have to set flaps yet, I think. The flaps are not out, and the speed brakes are not out either. Not sure what the problem is with flight controls. I'm going to continue nonetheless. Auto brake, can put it on 1. Check. Landing data VRF minimums. So our VRF speed, let's get it here, in a ref. So it will be flaps 40. That should give us 132 knots. We have the ILS frequency, we have the approach course 165 in both boxes. We got our VRF speed 127, 132 it should say in the computer, 132. And we have our minimums 100 feet, passing 14,800. So that's the data, the descent checklist completed. That's our approach briefing is basically completed as well. So we can get this back down. So now we're descending to 4,000 feet. The aircraft should hold like at 14,000 or below or whatever, you know, just going to follow this. So that's definitely an interesting turn. It would be a lot nicer if we could just go like this, but that's the thing with the arrivals, you know. I'm really liking this livery. So on our way to Flame, 6 miles, speed 230, 11,000 feet. We're now getting closer to our expected descent profile. 10,000 feet, we can turn on the landing lights. So after Upton we go to Sapsel, and then instead of like, so we could, you know, we could still like keep on flying like this for a little bit, heading 345 for instance, and then make a right turn ourselves and then just carry on the, let's at least dial it in so we have it as an option at our disposal a little faster if we need to decide or want to decide at the very last moment, something that I tend to do sometimes. 345. So speed holding at 230 knots. So on our way to Lexok. 220 or below, so that's not really specified. Oh wait, that's the speed, 220 below, and then 9,000, we should be at 9,000, hard constraint there. It's almost by looking at this thing that I can tell that there are some clouds for some reason. I mean, if they're looking outside the window the whole time, but I can tell them these get like very bright. It's not only in this aircraft, it's just a Microsoft Flight Simulator thing or something. Just like this one, just looks really like, I don't know, like flat, you know, and then here you'll get a little bit more, if you make it darker, you get a little bit more contrast. I mean, I've seen it happen like in front of me, you know, like going through clouds all of a sudden and the displays change and then you're clear of the clouds and the display changes back again. So the airport is right there. We do not have a DME yet on the ILS, but that's okay. So aircraft keeps on going, 10,000 feet, turn on the landing lights and the APU. Yaw damper is off. That could have been a problem at the beginning. That's interesting, but the autopilot is still working. I thought the yaw damper and the... Let's just see if anything, we broke anything by doing this. RMP/actual still empty, not sure what's supposed to be there. I believe it has something to do with the let's go to the descent page with the these values. I'm not really sure. It's below the profile, that's good. Speed's now going down, as you can see. So now on our way to Upton. So let me quickly check here at the final approach chart. 4,890 feet, 5,200. So we could maybe go 5,200. So yeah, basically after Sapsel, either we keep on going to heading 345 until we're clear of the 20-mile mark that I made there. What will probably be fine. For the approach, altimeters 3007, well we have that. And that's basically it. And for the landing, engine start switch should be at count. Speed brake armed, landing gear down, flaps, green light. Let's try and arm the, no, let's just wait until we're on approach, on final approach. Okay, speed 204, I think we can actually extend the flaps. Do we want it? Going to speed 180 now. With 40 miles out, that's okay, I like it. That's actually pretty nice. It's absolute 210. So well, we'll be below that obviously. Alright. 16.5 miles out. Let's arm the localizer. So Victi, we should be 210, that's way too high. We don't have to. On Victi it will be 7 miles. I think we're good. Let's see if we retract the, well, extend the flaps. Is the speed thingy going to go down? No. Yes it is. Localizer still armed but not captured. Let's turn on the non-return off lights now and the taxi lights as well. So APU is available. I'm thinking this is going to work out fine. We're below the glide slope. So let's stay at this speed for a little bit longer. Localizer still armed, not captured. We're waiting for the localizer. So RMP, ANP, so that's something here, RMP and actual. So the required, I forgot what NP stands for. Localizer is captured. There we go. And our distance 11 miles. Then there's the decel point coming up. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So decel, so the aircraft should have started to decelerate to 132 knots, I guess. Let's see what's going to happen now. We're on the localizer, so first thing, arm the approach.
2,500.
2,500 feet. Excuse me. That's our runway. Glide slope still white, GS. Flaps 5. Let's see if the speed bug comes down, and it does, so that's good. So I'm thinking it probably doesn't do it, this is like a new livery, and then it sort of defaults to a certain aircraft type, like you have the modern style NCP rather than the old style, things like that. Let's have a last wind check here. 1708 knots. Alright, not too crazy. So distance 6.6. So our speed for now is okay. So we got the auto brake. So basically, well, if we follow the checklist, we should be good. But sometimes not everything is on there. These are like quick reminders, I guess. So like the bare minimums. We do need to arm the speed brake, and we can do that now. Let's see here, landing. Engine switch is gone, speed brake armed, landing gear down, flaps. Well, the landing gear and flaps will do when it's time. Single channel, so we're captured on the glide slope. See if we can go dual channel. No. And we're now 4 miles out, so let's even further decelerate now. Let's just go to 132 knots and full flaps. Drop the gear. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing. So, 1,000 feet, so we'll turn off the autopilot.
1,000.
And it does feel quite windy, I must say. Getting a little bit low.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
50. 30.
Idle.
20.
Flat.
10.
Settle down gently. Let's touch down. Welcome to Calgary, everybody. Full reverse. I like these kinds of exits. These are sort of like high-speed exits. Our speed is not too high, it's like 33 knots ground speed. We'll need to slow down now because I think we'll get in here. Where the hell are we? Maybe even get further back. We can turn off the landing lights now. The auto brake, flight directors. No, let's not go in there. How are we doing? Not too bad, I think, right? There we are. Parking brake set. Cool. That's it, man. Welcome to Calgary. It's our airplane in one piece. There's some other WestJet, there's some Air Canada, there's American Airlines behind us. And that's the ICAO code. Oh, that's the ICAO code. The airport code, CYYC. So this was nice round, nice little flight. Never flew this length before. Look at those, man. They're huge. This is so cool. Anyway, that's it, man. Well, thank you very much for checking, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your flight. I most certainly did myself. Everybody stay funky, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye bye.